out there, how is everybody today? This is Jeff here with Bad Abby's Customs. Sorry I haven't been around all week. We had a little problem. um, I don't want to get too much into it, but about a month ago at work, I drive a truck and I backed under the trailer a little hard and hurt my back, so I was off for like a day. But it's hurt this whole time, so work made me go back to the doctor the other day because it's been hurting pretty bad. Turns out I tore a little muscle back here, which they say is pretty much healed now. It's just hurt, but they took me off a couple days and I got to sleep on the floor because that was the only place that was comfortable, so that was fun. But we're all better now. They gave me some little steroids, so hopefully I won't have no little roid rage or nothing crazy like that. Doctor didn't think that was funny, but I laughed, so. um, but finally got to do a little something last night, so between because I went back to work the past few days, so. But the whole time I was laying there on the floor, I was laying there and had nothing to do except lay there and watch TV, so I had some ideas for 57 Chevy, so thought I'd start on that again. So just give y'all a quick little update on the Warlock here. Got really nothing done on that. And like I said, just kind of got restarted on the 57 Chevy, so kind of cleaned it up a little bit and cut a few things out that I decided I didn't like, even though it's the way the real car is. So we'll show y'all that. But first, I want to say thank you all my subscribers. Glad y'all still here, and want to say thank you to all the new ones that come aboard. Hopefully you guys like it. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to make more videos every time I do that. It seems I make less, so we're not gonna say that this time. So the only thing I really got done, and I did this while I was sitting around last weekend, is I made little decals for the shocks. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera. They do say Rancho, they all got one. Make them look a little bit more like shocks, so every time I go out of focus, that's my bad. I'm still new at this, so bear with me. And I got these super swampers from MCV Products, and when I saw them, they had the turbine wheels in it, and I said, those are perfect for this truck. And he's got a picture of them up there on his website on a Warlock, and they looked awesome. So I'm doing a little bit differently than whoever built that did. Actually, the whole truck differently, but I thought I gotta have those wheels and tires. That's perfect for this truck. But he's got his tires white. He painted his letters white. I am not the best at that, so I did this last night or night before, one of the two. It took me forever. I tried a few ways. I've seen y'all do it from y'all's videos with the popsicle stick and stuff like that, and I've got the gel pens because I've tried before and I just have trouble doing it. This one actually come out okay, so Abby comes to join us. Hi, Abby. Scoot over. She's getting ready to take a seat. Watch. That's another thing I'm gonna do. But this one actually, Abby, thank you. This one actually came out pretty good. I'm very happy with this one. Now I would like to. My fingers are dirty. Maybe I should get one of those little pointer doohickeys. In between like the E there, you should see a little black in the S and APR, but that looks pretty good. I don't know if I black it because I don't want to mess it up. I did them in that tire rubber black, but I figured since it's lifted truck and everything, take it up four-wheel drive nationals or something like that up in Indy, you're gonna have your tires, shined up and everything. So I did front front of the tires and part of the tread, kind of like the way you would spray it, because I use that foam stuff. I don't use the Armor All. And kind of shined it up just a hair bit. It looked pretty good. It might work if I wasn't ever take it to a show or anything. So we did that, and we did the like I said, the shocks, and we started night before last on making the bed look wood. Get a little wood grain and stuff. And I didn't see that, little ruin there. I have to fix that. Still need to put a little bit more. I missed a little bit right here, right there. But we've started on that. I figured I wanted to use like more of a pine color than a darker color since the truck's black. That way it'll brighten it up a little bit more, show off a little bit more. So we got that done. That's all we've gotten done with the Warlock. But like I said, when we was laying in the floor, we had some ideas for 57 Chevy. I'm basing this off a real car. I saw it last year. It was one of the grade 8 finalists up in Detroit, War the Wheels. And what he had, let me take these seats out. I'm just trying to place them in there, get an idea where they're going to need to be. What he had was this right here. When he converted it over, this piece here, it just almost comes straight down right behind the seats. That's what it looked like in the video, and they had really good shots of the just move it back a little bit. Interior, and beautiful interior, but to me that just kind of looked plain, and I was kind of wanting to do a center console, better center console. The one in it, to me, kind of looked plain. It's a beautiful car, don't get me wrong, it's an absolutely gorgeous car, but I didn't think that looked right. I was laying there and I was watching, I don't remember, I was watching something on TV, and there was old 50-something vet on there, and I thought, I think I can do that. I think that would look a lot better. It would work better for the whole interior. It would, it kind of, I got Abby's little sister over next to me trying to eat everything. It was just, everything would flow better. So I'm not going to use this. I got some plastic. I got some good old sheet plastic I'm going to use. But I'm going to try and wrap it around the seats like this. That's why I had seats in there, trying to figure out where. I was doing that last night. I was going to make this video last night, but it got late, and I said, nah, we'll just wait till the morning. And hey there, we're back. Sorry about that. Everybody decided they wanted to come play at the same time, and get rid of everybody because we was getting ready to have a whole different show there. But like I was saying, I think it'll flow better. I think it'll look better. I think it'll flow down into the center console better. I think it'll just work out better. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong, the real car is just absolutely beautiful, but I think if I can wrap it around the seats just right there, I think that will work so much better. And then that, and then I haven't figured out yet, but with the engine, it's one of those MCV product twin turbo LS's. Well, the headers, I need those tweezers back. There we go. The headers on it come up like this. I don't know if you can see it. My big fingers in the way. Come up like that. And there's not a lot of room in here. And that car did something different under the hood. I'm going to try too. So I think we had to cut out the fender wells anyway, because there just wasn't no room. There just wasn't any room. So we cut them out. We was going to figure out something there, but I think I can get them. Let me take the engine out. Put in like this, just backwards instead of being, like that. We'll just throw them in like this because, and I think that'll work a whole lot better because, as you can see, we drilled out the, I don't know, the bullet or whatever you want to call it there for the nose on the 57 Chevy, because that's where I want to stick the turbo. Slide them right up in there. They fit. You got, might have to do a little trimming here in the back to get them fit just exactly right to where you can actually kind of somewhat sort of see in there and see the fins up in there. So that was kind of why I stopped working on it before, because I was trying to figure out where to put the or how to do the engine, where I could put turbos, because I kind of wanted to stick them in here, but never thought about just, instead of headers coming through like this, just flipping them over. They'll come out the right way, and I think they stretch far enough up in there to where, let me see how this goes here. The turbo fit right on it. If nothing else, I can always stretch the header and just snip it right here, cut it off with saw, stretch it out a little bit. That way the collector actually go up in there. We'll just have to make it, turn it sideways here. And, whoops. Turn it sideways, stick it up in there. It all fits. It's all squared off. So I think that's going to work real good. And then we cut off the back of the firewall because the back of the firewall needed to be smoothed out anyway. So we're going to give that one a shot. Like I said, we did some cutting on it. We took the back of the back seats out, or back of the seat area out, and cut out all the firewalls and everything. I got the seat bottoms actually in there. They're too far back now, but we're going to try to today. It's a nice rainy day, so gloomy outside. I'm going to get some work done. I don't really have a whole lot else to do except catch up on some cleaning, or I didn't get to clean last weekend. So other than that, I think that's what we're going to do today. We're going to kind of rearrange our work area. I've got another table I can put in here. I just got to move a couple things around. Probably move my Hot Wheels stand out. Stick it back in the extra room back there. And that way I can move my printer and my Cricut machine over to that table. I'd kind of keep them away from dust a little bit too. So, and that'll give me a little bit more space where maybe when I shoot these videos, we don't all have to see my mess everywhere. Because I told you on the first video when I moved in here, I said that'll probably be the only time you guys see the place not messy, and it's true. It's cluttered, always, almost always cluttered. So, but they give me room for them, and hopefully, since they like to be in here, to give them room to sit and just kind of hang out too, instead of right on top of me. So they give me more work. So that's about all we got for today. Hopefully we'll have a little bit done tonight, or hopefully a lot done tonight, to be honest with you, because we're going to start working on here in a minute. We've done, the exception, a little bit of cleaning. We've done got all the adulting things done for the weekend, so it's time to have some fun. I had none all week. So hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. I know it's early on Saturday, but I hope you all had a great week, and we will see you guys here soon. You have a good one.